Oh, Pisces, welcome to your reading for the rest of the month. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into October 20th to the 31st. I have just got to tell you, Pisces, these are probably going to be your favorite 11 days of the month, maybe of the year. Who knows? And I know that's a big statement, considering you did just have Venus exile Jupiter, you had that grand air trine, you had Mars accelerating your destiny. And to be honest, all of that was small fry considering what's about to happen. Okay, the experiences you're about to have. All right, you're gonna be at the grown-up pool. So I hope you're strapped in, because even before we get here, you know that Pluto's direct, right? So Pluto, at 1 degree, by the way, you're feeling this immense transformation. Pluto being the planet of power, empowerment. This is going to be really big for you, okay? We'll talk about it, yeah? You also have Jupiter trine Saturn. You know that's happening. This is huge with Saturn in your sign. First time in over a decade that we've had this trine, bringing you luck and good fortune, a lot of joy, a lot of pleasure, success, stability, yeah? And your long-term goals, you're building an empire. And then don't forget, you got the North Node in your sign this entire year. And you've also got the power couple, Venus and Mars, in their home signs, in their happy places. They're working overtime for you. And of course, you got the frat boys, Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. Okay, they've been broing down over the weekend. Remember the conjunction? Yeah, you saw your reading last week. So they're making sure that you take action to receive and achieve everything you set your mind to, right? And you probably will. It's Mars and Mercury in Scorpio, and it's gonna be such a spiritual last 2 weeks for you. All right. Gonna be really big, because look at how we kick it off Tuesday, October 21st. We have the landmark Venus ruled new moon in Libra. So this is happening at 28 degrees around 9 a.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. Convert that to wherever you live in the world. This new moon is so special. It's enchanting. It's divine. It's auspicious. You're going to see the beauty in all things. It's Venus in Libra. It's harmony. It's justice. It's clarity. It's everything. It's, of course, new beginnings as well. So please plant seeds. And when I say new beginnings, yeah, romance, yeah, love and marriage and contracts and money and pleasures. But this new moon is happening in your 8th house. That's Scorpio's home. The 8th house is deep and it's intense. And it's all about building relationships. It's all about building wealth. It's all about your legacy. And the 8th house is death and rebirth. It's transformation. Happening at the time of one of the best new moons of 2025, you're about to go through some significant changes, because this moon, right, it's forming that grand air trine with Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius. As you know, Uranus is trine Pluto for a long time. We'll talk about that. So there is something here with home as well, with your domestic sector, right? Even like just the private part of your life. That's the 4th house. All right. So a lot of home, family energy. A lot of y'all moved. A lot of y'all will move, get new roommates, maybe a new landlord, things like that. Okay. Maybe buy property. But Uranus is a planet of surprises and the unexpected. And the Uranus is all about breakthroughs, especially of the mind, expanding your consciousness. So there's so much here. You, especially, again, around your home sector would be a big thing, but the biggest thing of all, money and relationships. It's in your 8th house, transformation. So you could get a surprising new client, right? Or have that breakthrough with one, signing a contract, maybe getting a bigger salary, maybe the popular kid at in your world asks you to be a square dance partner. That's big, 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 big. Remember, Pluto is direct and unbound, right? Representing transformation. So you're gonna feel it. because this new moon is in your 8th house. And that's Pluto's home. Remember, it's Pluto ruling Scorpio. Scorpio rules the 8th house. So you see all this overlap happening for you. It's significant, okay? And you have to seek it. You have to want it. You have to will it, right? All this transformation. And what really turns up the notch, by the way, is Mercury conjuncting Mars. That is going to be major because they're conjuncting. And now they're forming a grand water trine. What? Yeah. With Jupiter in Cancer and Saturn in your sign. And remember, Jupiter trine Saturn in your sign for the rest of the month. And so, yeah, you have a grand water trine for the rest of the month. October 24th to the 29th is when it peaks. So I know a lot of y'all take notes. Write this down. This is going to be a big time for you. That's where you're really going to feel this strong, emotionally moving waters, right? It's all the water signs. Your determination, your willpower, your intense passions. Remember that, okay? All in that Scorpio energy. Your endorphins, to be honest, this is a big deal, okay? Jupiter in Cancer in your 5th house of joy and pleasure. Come on. Family, children, you have so much family stuff happening, as well as love and relationships. The 5th house is also procreation. It's creativity. It's creative projects. It's a lot. It's the house of creativity. But at the core of it, it's a house of create, all right? So I want you to create, okay? You've heard what it says, procreation. Recreation is also part of the 5th house, all right? Creative projects. What is the root? Create. So I want you to create. Something is going to happen where it's like long lasting. And a lot of this is because not only do you have Mars and Mercury conjuncting, that's big, by the way. And remember, they're traveling together for pretty much the rest of the month, but you have the Prism portal as well. And so they're not just opening doors for you, they're kicking them down. And you're going to feel incredibly optimistic, emotionally moved. It's huge. It's all happening under this 2-week window of the new moon in Libra. One of the best, again, of the year. So I hope you like doing fist pumps or the Bart dance. Doesn't matter. This is going to be a big time. And so please plant seeds, okay? Set intentions. This is a 6-month cycle overall, but you're going to feel this strongly in 2 weeks. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising or your moon, or for your, sister, Natalie, or for your husband, Jack, it doesn't matter. All the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, are going to feel this new moon the most, okay? I also like it for fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If you have any planets, 27 to 29 degrees, Pisces, in any of the air signs, yeah, you're going to feel it the most. And the grand water trine, yeah, that's you. You and Cancer, Scorpio, y'all are going to feel the grand water trine the most. And we're just wait until we get to the back. Just wait until we get to the back. And here's the other thing. And I love the grand water trine for earth signs, okay? But if you have any planets 24 to 26 degrees in any of the water signs in your natal chart, you are going to feel it the most. But here's the thing. All the modalities are activated. So everybody, all the signs are going to feel this strongly. Now, here's the catch. Yeah, there's a catch. It's my job. I give you the catches. All right? Mercury's going retrograde in November. All right? And what does that mean? Mercury always has its pre and post shadow period. And it starts this day as well. And that's just him dipping his toes in the retrograde. You're probably going to have it looks like you may go travel to places that you love, in the past. Returning back to that, there may be some people already, that's going to start showing up in your feed and reaching out to you. But either way, just know this is one of the best new moons. It's amazing. And there's a lot of strong aspects that are happening. Look at this. Day after day after day after day after day. So you're going to feel all this momentum, especially Wednesday, October 22nd. Yeah. Neptune moving back into your sign. That's big. That's a big deal. And Neptune moving back into your sign. And yeah, by the way, we'll talk about the grand water trine in a second, but let's talk about this. Neptune moving back into your sign. Neptune's moving back into Pisces until my birthday, January 28th, 2026, for the last time in our lifetime. Yeah. It's kind of bittersweet. We had Neptune in Pisces since 2011, and as you know, Neptune is your modern ruler. So you are going to feel that shift significantly. It's in your sign. And that shift is all this abundance of creative energy and compassion and heightened intuition, very artsy, very spiritual. Yeah. So think about everything that shaped you since 2011. All right. You had a big, big shift there, but she's back with Saturn. Yeah. Remember, Saturn's now back in your sign. So they've been together since March 2023, your birthday season 2023, meaning two things. A, yeah, you're going to feel nostalgic. There's going to be some deja vu moments that you have. And then there's a little bit of unfinished emotional work here. All right. Remember, and especially with your ideals, okay? Remember, them together in Pisces again, it's that final check-in. It's just like a pop quiz. It's like, what have you learned since March 2023? Okay? That's the big thing. Saturn was there. Life lessons, right? So you've already gone through the majority of it. Now they're just doing a little bit of check-in. They're helping you turn your dreams into reality. That's what they do. And now Neptune, back into Pisces, joins the grand water trine as well. And remember, the thing that I was going to say, you've got Mars and Mercury, and you have the sun, okay? On Thursday, the 23rd, the sun moves into Scorpio right around midnight. Welcome to Scorpio season. Scorpio rules your ninth house, and that is your belief system. It's self-belief. It's your worldview. It's not only expanding your consciousness with, Uranus and Gemini highly activated, but you are shifting the way you see things in a really big way. And you started that in the beginning of October with Mars, and then Mercury moved in. So the way that you see things are going to shift, meaning circumstances in your life are going to shift. All right. So you're adapting to new things. The ninth house is education. It's higher learning. It's higher mind. And it's also book publishing. Yeah. You're writing a book, broadcasting. You're starting a podcast. You've got all this energy. You have a stellium now. That's 3 or more planets, right? In a sign. So you have Mars, Mercury, and the sun for the rest of the month. That's Scorpio energy. So there's an intensity there. Passion, that deep passion. Also that detective energy, that determination, digging for the truth. This is going to be really big because it's Scorpio energy. And you have the new moon in Libra, and Scorpio's home, the 8th house. And so this is very transformative for you. So not only spiritually, but in your physical world as well. And you're going to be applying all this energy toward building partnerships and wealth and your legacy and shifting everything. Everything up here is going to shift because Pluto in Aquarius, also that's your 12th house. That's your home. That's very spiritual, a lot of healing energy. It's a place of like really strong intuition. And you are, Pisces, known to be one of the most intuitive signs, right? If not the most intuitive sign. So really connect with that now with Pluto direct. Pluto is transformation. You're changing spiritually. You're seeking deep, meaningful things, life purpose with everything that's happening here. What's going to bring you joy, right? When you have Jupiter trine Saturn in your sign, but you've got Mars, Mercury, up here in Scorpio, forming that water trine, that grand water trine, throwing Neptune too. Neptune's going to be a part of that, but Mars and Mercury is the biggest. Yeah, it's the biggest part. And so that's changing everything in terms of not only how you see things and higher mind, higher learning and travel. A lot of y'all are traveling or meeting people overseas or working with people overseas. If you're not traveling overseas, it can also be travel of the mind. But Jupiter in Cancer, again, highly activated the last 2 weeks in your 5th house of joy and pleasure and family, children, and true love and romance and sex. It's the 5th house. You've got the new moon in Libra in your 8th house, which is also sex. So a lot of y'all are having kids. congratulations. Or just having a lot of fun dating. There's going to be things you learn, though, is what I'm saying. It's very intimate. You're going through an intimate time. Now, it's also deeply emotional, right? When you have a stellium in Scorpio, that's transformation, but it's also, we need to talk energy. You got to know things, okay? But deep conversations, very possible, passionate conversations. Now, here's the thing about this date. Oh, yeah. There's another thing, and I didn't tell you this in your monthly forecast. Sometimes I like to leave you little Easter eggs, and sometimes I like to surprise you because, yeah, Uranus is very active, the planet of surprises, and Uranus is on my ascendant. This day, you've got the Sun, Mars, Mercury, and the Moon moving into Scorpio. What are the chances? So you have 4 planets in Scorpio, and if you're a subscriber, you know I've talked about the Moon in Scorpio. That already brings a lot of intensity, a lot of, again, really heightened intuition, but a lot of passion. But it's emotional. It's emotionally energetic. Let's keep it that way. You have a conjunction now. You have a triple conjunction with Mars, Mercury, and the Moon, meaning the Moon has also joined the Grand Water Trine. Okay? It's like a train. Yeah, there's going to be some planets hopping on and hopping off for the next 2 weeks. But what is that? That's mind, that's heart, that's intuition, that's feelings, that's emotions, that's desires, that's passion, all in your 9th house. Okay? Higher mind. Really, really nice. And book publishing. Some of y'all are really going to bang out like pages with your 5th house of creativity activated in such a strong way. Oh, yeah. Send me your blog. You're going to be starting a blog. Anyway, remember what I said last week or 2 weeks before. What are you willing to endure for what you desire? And then for a lot of y'all, again, so much home and family energy in a really big way. There's a lot of stability that you're seeking, a lot of long-term goals and aspirations. Relationships as well, and inheritance is a strong part of Scorpio energy. So yeah, you've got it right there. There's something entrepreneurial. A lot of y'all are investing your time in, right? Investments is a big part of this, of what you're going through. And then you have a lot of it's almost like you're turning a hobby of yours, a recreation of yours. There's something that you may be monetizing, turning it into something that you can create. And then when I say inheritance, yeah, you could be, have that surprise moment of your parents pulling you aside and saying, hey, Jennifer, we're going to retire. You're taking over our, chocolate apple business. There you go. You got a business now. So Mars is the strongest force as part of this triple conjunction. He leads the brigade. So keep that in mind. Be mindful of that. He is the god warrior and a very emotionally intense sign. So this triple conjunction this day, when we move into Scorpio season, yeah, it can be a bit gung-ho. Mercury's here. There can be a little, shooting from the lips, trying to force people into your belief system, right? So just be mindful. I'm not saying that you're going to do that. I'm just looking at what's happening. I'm like, oh, okay, Pisces, this triple conjunction, it just can be a little dramatic. It can be like a water well. Yeah, there may be tears, but tears of joy too. There's so much joy around this time. And remember, truths coming to the surface, a big theme for the next 2 weeks. This day, there just may be something you get off your chest. It could even be an announcement. Just remember, you're on a karmic journey, all right? And the other thing is, you've got Jupiter square Chiron. You see that, right? So that's why I'm really harping on this, because you have the moon involved with a triple conjunction. When Jupiter squaring Chiron, there's sensitivities that's, people are feeling. And you've been feeling Jupiter square Chiron all month. What has been going on with you with money? What has been going on? This is why this new moon is so special for you. You have Venus, the planet of money, in your 8th house of wealth building. You had Jupiter square Chiron in Aries. You started feeling it beginning of October, even before. There was a lot of activity because Eris remember, had her perfection. She's conjuncting Chiron. Eris is the goddess warrior, Mars' sister, in your second house of income, salary. What was going on with money? Well, now, here you go. Here's your moment to rip off the Band-Aid, because the second house is self-worth as well. You probably were going through some moments like, oh, am I worth this much? Like, or should I be getting paid this much? Like, what kind of value do I bring things? No, that's you getting in your own way. Remember, I said Jupiter square Chiron. It's good. That's Jupiter's hope, Jupiter's optimism. Okay, so there's confidence and healing. Use this. There's all these undercurrents that's happening. I told you, you're on a train ride. Yeah, the grand water trine. You're part of it. Saturn's in your sign. So use this to heal and rip off any Band-Aids and bring that confidence to the surface, Pisces. You're about to make a lot of money. You're about to make a lot of money. Anyway, and you know, on top of that, and second house is, by the way, material possessions. It's your physical world. If you're going through a moment of like, oh, I don't have this or I don't have this, your spirituality is going to be so activated, you're going to realize like, oh, I don't need that, or I don't need this, right? So there's a lot of interesting things happening for you, Pisces. You know, you're my secret crush. I spend a little more time with y'all. Anyway, Friday, October 24th, and I want the best for you. You know, I'm here for you, okay? So October 24th on Friday, this is why I'm spending so much time here, is the sun will square Pluto. This is going to be very interesting for you. This is one of the most challenging, if not the most challenging aspect of October. Let me remind you, Scorpio is the scorpion. It's a stinger. Yeah, it stings, linger, especially with an aspect like this. And don't forget, Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is Scorpio's ruler. There's a little extra intensity here. So this is a little bit of a plot twist. Just think of it as like, you know, there's, I don't know, a lot of wind on the day of your train ride this day. All right. So these two planets, they're fixed signs. They're not budging. They're not seeing eye to eye. It's a little West Side Story. You're going to feel it days before, days after. What is it? It's power struggles. It's ego. Yeah. Egos. It's come at me, bro energy. It's control. It's resentment. It's holding on to grudges. I talked about this. Have you been feeling that? It's obsessions. You've been feeling that? Being obsessed with something. You can't let it go. Yeah? Pluto brings that extremity. Secrets might be divulged. Maybe you've heard some. Maybe it was you. Maybe you're being, a bear being poked and you can no longer hold it in. Yeah. So this is a day I really want you to watch out for, because it's going to be something testing your self-belief. It's going to be something that could go really deep. With Pluto in Aquarius, it's really strong at this point. In your 12th house, the lower expression of the 12th house is self-sabotage. It's not facing your fears, letting your fears control you. It's also like isolation, removing yourself in a way where it's like, no, I can't talk to anybody right now, when you've got this amazing social Venus and there's so many great things happening for you. So you want to avoid all of that. Okay. If this is a day where you just, if your friend Monica says you're basic, oh, how are you going to respond to that? Right. So your 12th and your 9th is very active, spiritual. Yeah. Very spiritual. Use this. Okay. Remember, this is just a little test. Just a little test. Right? Stay frosty, be cool. Because here's the thing. This is going to lead to burnout. That's what this is. Okay. Ask yourself, if your friend Monica says you're basic, right? Are you going to expend your energy into something that's so not worth your time when you got bigger fish to fry, right? Also, please don't forget, Uranus is trine Pluto. And it's been over a century since they've had this type of relationship, they're not going to actually perfect until next year, but because remember, they're really, really outer planets. They move slow, but they're still part of the prison portal. They've been breaking things down for you. Remember, I said kicking doors open for you. And if you don't know what the prison portal is, I'll leave that video at the end of this video. It is, what you can expect, Pisces, for the next 2 years for you, okay? As part of this rare grand trine called the prison portal that's changing everything, that's saying, nope, the old you's got to go, right? New you. So this is your big breakthrough moment. This is expanding your consciousness and feeling empowered. That's Pluto, right? On your path to enlightenment. Remember, Uranus is the sky god. I explained this, right? He's in Gemini in your 4th house, which is very private, right? But it's also home, the foundations of your life. And you've got Pluto, ruler of the underworld. What I say last week, as above, so below, right? Make it yours. Own this, especially with Pluto, who is the planet that says, are you going to fear me or are you going to own me? And out of all the signs, Pisces, you have Pluto and Aquarius in your 12th house. That's your home. You can own him, okay? So the higher expression here, feeling driven, feeling empowerment, unrelentless. We're talking Truman in the Truman Show. All right. We all have the power to choose. Choose the higher frequency on this day. I want you to compliment someone. Okay. I want you to give your dog an extra treat. I want you to put a dollar in a tip jar. That's how you use this. All right. You create your reality. You know that. I say that all the time. And never let anyone take your power, and never let anyone pull you into their low energy frequency. What do I always say? Pull them out of theirs. That's karma. That's the greater good. Choose to be radiant. This is a time to build bridges, not burn them, especially when you have Saturn in your sign. He is the bridge maker. Fixed signs, by the way, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, will feel this the most. Anyone, if you have any planets 0 to 2 degrees in your chart in any of those signs, remember, it does not matter. Then stay frosty, be cool, and remember, you're on a karmic journey. Now, are you ready? Are you ready? That's just a little bit of this is extra wind. It passes over. Look at what happens. Look at what happens. Okay? Remember, from this point until the 29th, you're really going to feel the peak of the grand water trine that you're part of. You're going to feel something inside, this deep burning passion. You're going to feel alive. You're going to feel something stir in your soul. You're going to feel this rush. Okay? Really love it. And by the way, on this day, the moon will conjunct Juno. Yeah. Sagittarius. And so what does this mean? There's something here with career for you. Okay? Recognition. If you're not here for career, if you're retired or not working, it's just whatever you want to be recognized for. There's equality, there's nurturing energy with your commitments, there's higher morals. It's Juno. It's Jupiter's wife, Hera in Greek mythology, right? So she's Libra's asteroid, brings a lot of energy to commitments and love, but also contracts. It can be business. Yeah. She's kind of like a mediator as well. So it does seem like there is going to be a choice you will have to make for your freedom. It's Juno, for your pursuit of happiness, to expand your horizons. And there may be something here with home and family, because she will be opposite Uranus in Gemini, which can bring unpredictable moments. But remember, surprises as well. Anyway, you got Mercury in Scorpio, trining Jupiter in Cancer. Wow. What? Wow. This is huge. This is really big. This is you having a surge of luck and abundance, big breakthrough with ideas, with creative ideas. Maybe you making a big major announcement or getting great news or negotiating something, contracts. This is big. It's really big. There's something here that's really helping you see things the way that you need to. This is really powerful because it brings something that's long lasting with whatever you put in motion. Okay. Just be mindful. Don't let this Sun square Pluto take anything from you. Yeah? You're the author of your own story. This is an exciting aspect. Whatever you receive around this time, you're definitely not getting a slow clap. It's going to be big because whatever Jupiter blesses here, he's passing it to Saturn in your sign. You see that Saturday, October 25th. There's something here that's building, that's like foundations are being set. This is big. A lot of it's within you. With the fact that you have Mercury in Scorpio, again, higher mind, but also education, travel, publishing. There's a lot happening for y'all. And this is a package deal, these two trines. Yeah? And remember, you're feeling it for weeks. This is a day, please circle it in your calendar. Yeah? The 25th. Perfect day to sign a contract. Okay? So, big red circle. Yeah? Put a little smiley face. And things get even bigger here, right? Because Monday, October 27th. Oh, yeah, we get to turn the sign around. Thank you, everybody. If you've joined Great Awakener, I really appreciate it. I quit my job. Oh my gosh. And yeah, okay. I'll give you a little announcement too. Speaking of, talk about timing, good timing. But anyway, I want to talk about this first. You got Monday, October 27th. There you go. You got Mars trine Jupiter. So this is one of my all-time favorite aspects. It happens once a year. We get this gift from the universe once a year. This is one of the best days of 2025. All caps is what we're talking about. This deserves its own holiday. This is gains. This is abundance. This is profit. This is Mars and Scorpio. This is that intensity, passion. Mars in its domicile with an exalted Jupiter and trines. Remember, have the nature of Jupiter. They work in your favor. So Jupiter, Jove, joy, right? Jupiter, your traditional ruler. So what is happening here? There's your courage and your willpower and the actions you take, bringing up all this opportunity and expansion, wisdom, optimism. I mean, this is fortune favoring the bold, right? This is the Holy Grail because once again, Jupiter in Cancer, exalted, working extra overtime for you and your fifth house of joy and pleasure and love. Okay. A lot of family energy, like I said, having kids or, relationship with your kids, and then creative projects. It's a big, and hobbies. Okay. If you, collect carrots, there you go. You can monetize it somehow because you're going to have that creative energy of like, oh, I'm going to figure out how to monetize carrots. But it's connecting with Mars. It just, you're going to feel this. Ninth house. Yeah. There's something here really special for you. So there's something here with passion projects as well. Intimate relationships. Again, investments may be a big thing. You still have so much home and family stuff. But this is a day, remember, it's Jupiter. It's joy. You're going to feel all this joy. And even tell yourself, I'm going to feel joy this day because I deserve it. This is raising your frequency. Remember, this is part of the grand water trine that you've been feeling last week. Okay. So if you took that action, if you planted seeds, you're going to start seeing effort pay off. Like this is a big, because the prism portal is also locked in. And with that said, yeah, after the Sun square Pluto, there's still maybe some things that you're going to have to face. There's, Scorpio energy is just in general shadow work. You have Pluto and Aquarius making you face your fears. So the 12th house is the subconscious. What is the subconscious? It's where we store our memories. What have I told you? Everything upstairs in 90% is the subconscious. So it's time to unroot things. If you've been telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough for this, or, oh, I can't have this, you're wrong. You can. And that's what you have to prove to yourself. And that's where that ninth house energy is really strong. Remember what I said, self-belief. Okay. I love y'all. You know what makes this day even special for you? Pisces, the moon in Capricorn. Yeah. 26 degrees. What does that mean? The moon in Capricorn is now forming a mini grand trine with Mars in Scorpio and Saturn in your sign. And as you know, Mars is trine Saturn. Why is this significant? Because Saturn is Capricorn's ruler and Mars is exalted in Capricorn. We'll talk about in the second spread, but Capricorn rules your 11th house of your future hopes and long-term goals and dreams and aspirations and friendships. But there's a little bit of like rolling your sleeves up now. Like you're getting really serious about your future and making sure nothing gets in your way. Wednesday, the 29th, the most loaded day. You got Mars, trine, Saturn. There you go. Once again, Jupiter blessing anything that's been happening, your life blueprint, everything, right? Passing along to Saturn in your sign to bring that long-term energy, that longevity, okay? Your ambitions and commitments and your goals. As long as you're disciplined, that's Saturn, right? But Saturn is in your sign. You get to work with this. Who is that new you? It's in your sign. Who is this new you that's emerging? That's going to be the new you for a long time. And the best thing about this is you do have the two malefic planets, Mars and Saturn, playing nicely. So you know that they're building something of lasting value. On top of that, you have Mercury trine Neptune in your sign. 29 degrees, critical degree. It's potent, it's strong, but this is poetry in motion. It's deep compassion. It's speaking compassionately, even like dreamy, whimsical conversations. It's very artsy. There's so much creative expression here. This is your dream weaver too. Remember, Saturn is bringing that structure to anything that you are going through that's transformative at this point, and you're going to be feeling it. And this is a parting gift, okay, from Mercury before he moves into Sagittarius. All right, so just use Mercury trine Neptune in your sign. Just beautiful ideas, and really do pay attention to your dreams. Now, Mercury moving into Sagittarius, we'll talk about next week when we do your November forecast. Just know you're going to be hyper focused on career and getting recognized. It's your 10th house. Sagittarius rules your 10th house. All right. We'll talk about it next week. Now, but you see that Mercury, as soon as he moves into Sagittarius, would be opposite Uranus and Gemini. So there can be some, well, like breakthrough ideas that you do have. This is also like seeing the big picture for yourself, like really big picture, about your future, but also truths still coming to the surface. Yeah. Maybe being a little outspoken. It is an opposition, but there is something here to be said about career and work. Career and home. Now you also see the moon, first quarter moon in Aquarius. This is a big deal, all right, especially for you. This is first quarter moon, by the way. It's just like you correcting course or anything that you had started at the new moon. We'll talk about more in the second spread, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because the moon will conjunct Pluto, and that's powerful, and it's happening in Aquarius. So what else is happening on October 29th, other than all these aspects, auspicious aspects, is that this is the day that Three-Eye Atlas, the not comet, the interstellar object, will be the closest to the sun. So in a month of truths coming to the surface and revelations, we get to see what it is. It'll be close to the sun. Here's the other thing. It's our first quarter moon. The moon is going to be in Aquarius. Aquarius rules humanity. Yeah. Thirdly, I've told you this. It doesn't matter what the thing is. Planets, right? Asteroids, planetoids, dwarf planets, fixed stars. They all have an impact on us. No, that's what astrology is. And everything is energy. So whatever this object is, it's still energy that we're going to feel when it's so close to the sun. Thirdly, Uranus is moving back into Taurus. That's going to happen next month. So what does that mean? Uranus is already, retrograding back into Taurus. It's going to pass over the Pleiades and conjunct Alcyon that day as well. It's a big day. It's a really big day for humanity. We'll talk about more in the second spread because there is something really deeper for you. Anyway, Mercury, Sagittarius, sextile Pluto and Aquarius. That's amazing. October 30th, you're going to feel this. This is like speaking your truth, okay? Power in words, ideas. Again, this is very transformative. There's like power of persuasion here, being open-minded to possibilities, but also a lot of focus on fame, career, and anything that you're deeply passionate about. So thank you, everybody. And that was what I was going to say is that, well, I'm going to reveal, right, in a month of revelations over the weekend, October 18th to the 20th, the secret project I've been working on. Yeah, it's a new feature at greatawakener.com. And so check in, because that's when I'm just going to give you a little sneaky peek right now. But it does have to do with I built a custom ChatGPT, basically. Anyway, Pisces, y'all are amazing. Let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you with this mic drop of the latter half of October for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is amazing. Okay, so Pisces. Yep. Thank you. Pisces, y'all. What? Oh gosh, how are y'all doing? What's going on? Tell me everything. Tell me everything. Mars and Mercury in Scorpio. I want to know. I do a traditional cult across spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. You're good. Don't. You're good. You know what you're getting? You're getting the Can you even hear that? The tuning fork sound. It's frequency, vibration, healing. You're good. AF. Don't even F with me. Don't even F. You're making this very easy for me. Look at this. Look at this. What'd I say? Y'all been going through some things. Look at it. You got the Eight of Swords here. Yeah, you've been going through things. But now it's time to face your truths. And you will. Mars and Mercury will make you. They're making you. Okay? Pluto direct. Oh, making you. Okay? So you could be going really deep, as in really going, especially the past. When I say really deep, I talked about this last week. Yes, it's the subconscious. It's connected to all your past experiences. You had an experience when you were in high school, when Robbie, you asked him to prom and he was like, no. And since then, you're just like, oh, I'm never asking anyone out again. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're unrooting things like that. It's time. Her feet are free. It's not even, fully enclosed. We call this a self-victim card. All right. What did I say? The lower expression of the 12th house, self-sabotage, especially of the mind. This is prisoner of the mind. Yeah. It's swords. Okay. So a lot of what's happening is you telling yourself, I freaking can. I can have this, and I will have this, and I will make it happen. You can. Okay. Especially with this new moon in your 8th house. Oh, just wait. So step out of that. You know what? You see the water here too? Yeah. It's mixed with mud. Sure, there could be a little bit of muddled clarity as well, but her feet still touching the water. There's still, you feel that emotion. Use it. Let it build. It is a month of deep, intense passions. And then there you go. Your entire life changes right before your eyes with the death card in the heart of your spread. When was the last time you saw the death card in the heart of your spread, Pisces? Never, ever. And since I can remember, I have a good memory. Yeah. That's great. Death card attributed to Scorpio. What did I say? Scorpio rules your 9th house. You're going to start seeing things change. Your mind's going to change, adapting to the circumstances around your world. This is a end of a chapter, beginning of a new one. You see the sun coming out of the horizon here too, and the east. You're good. The sun is joy and optimism, and it's opportunities, and you're good. All right. So, and then Scorpio in general is death and rebirth. Look at what's happening. Like, okay, you're good. You're absolutely good. Just don't resist change. That's the death card in the Larger Spread. Especially with Uranus in your fourth. Just don't resist any change. That's what you don't want to do. Okay? You even see, I'll show you. Look at that king. You see the king laying on the ground, his crown knocked off. He resisted change. He was like, no. Change is coming no matter what, right? But this is absolutely amazing because look at your spread. All right. So the other thing is you're going through some major change. And remember, the new moon in Libra, all of that new beginnings, is in your 8th house of change, of transformation. So plant them seeds. Emperor, challenge area, 2 things. There is it's all about empowerment. You've got to feel that empowerment. Okay. Again, there's a lot of healing the next 2 weeks as well with the Sun square Pluto, Jupiter square Chiron. There's a lot more, but you got to feel that. Okay. You got to feel that empowerment, but also not be too, this is the emperor, right? He's built this empire. So again, you're building yours. You got to feel it. You got to believe it. You got to have that confidence of the emperor. Also, don't have that overconfidence. Okay. Thirdly, actually, you get a third message. There's your Sun square Pluto moment. There's your, the power struggles, the egos. It could even be from a, VIP or an authority or, things like that. But there could be someone who is kind of in the way of your transformation. Remember, it's all about compromise. You're going to be fine. All right. Just work with that energy. For a lot of y'all, it's going to be like a father. It's going to be like a father figure because you have so much home family energy. All right. Now, 5 of Pentacles. There you go. That's you telling yourself, I'm not good enough. This has been hard for me. I can't get out of this. No, you can. I just told you 40 million reasons why. All right. So these 2 people are focusing on their plight when they're literally outside this sanctuary, this church. Even the pentacles are shaped as an anchor. It's an anchor of hope. And so you're going to be fine. This is all about the mindset, mind over matter, right? It is in your crown. And there is something here spiritually awakening for you with everything that's happening for the next 2 weeks. So that's just, again, part of that. But when you have that change, everything changes. You got the Queen of Wands and the Reader spread. This is deep passion. This is someone people gravitate toward. Yeah. She's very inspiring, but she's also the entrepreneur. You got so much, you have career stuff that's popping up. It's going to be stronger next month, right? When we move into Sagittarius season. But anyway, Queen of Wands, she has the sunflower in her hand. She has the sunflowers in her throne. Those exist in the actual sun card. She has the powers of the sun. She can attract. She basically invented the law of attraction. You even see the lions in her throne, that deep passion I was talking about. And she uses it to inspire. So you're going to be good. She's a businesswoman too. If you're here for career, wands, right? A lot of career, profession, but wands are just your passions. They're your deep passions. It's your ambitions, but they require action. Okay? This is confidence. So you see what's happening here. So I love this. It's just let that out. Let that come up. That's what's going to transform everything. And then there you go. You have the Ace of Pentacles in your future. There's your money moment. There is your big new moon in Libra. Venus ruled new moon in Libra. Partnerships may be a big thing too. Partnerships, relationships. Remember, Pentacles are your physical reality. So if you're not here for career or work or, money or wealth, but you are wealth building, and when I say that, that's inheritance, that's investments, it's bonuses, commissions, it's loans and royalties. It's a lot like joint bank accounts, etc. Yeah. But this is a new path. You can see that golden pathway. Yeah, that's an archway. That's a gateway for you. That biggest pentacle in the deck. So your life is about to change significantly. Just a whole new direction. And again, there could be something coming into your physical world, your physical realm. All right. So like a baby, actually. Anyway, yeah, and congratulations. Or a grandkid. You have a lot of family stuff. Or a car. Let's see let's keep going. All right, Pisces. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what is going on, Pisces. You know that you've gone through it. Yeah, you've gone through it, and now you've got this amazing grand water trine train that you're in the cockpit. You're driving it. Or is that it's a plane? Okay, so you're in a grand water trine plane. Anyway. What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going to throw something at you. I'll just give you another I don't know. I'll give you Chris Farley. Okay. You're good. AF. What the? Oh my gosh. Are you going to take a screenshot? You want me to pose? All right, you got the lovers. You're good. Come on. What? Yes. This is when I say you're building relationships too. Yeah. Put your energy into that. There's something forming that's very transformative, bringing you this brand new path. And it seems like you were telling yourself you're not good enough, or you were thinking someone is holding you back, or you were thinking you were being held back. And yeah, that can be career. It's pentacles. It can be something with money. It can be something not seeing eye to eye, or feeling like you were, again, isolated, maybe not getting support. No, put your energy into that. You're good. You're absolutely good. You got the lovers. So this is deep relationship. This is power. This is what I say about the power to choose. Know that you can. Remember, own those moments. You got Archangel Raphael here blessing you with all this love. But look, again, the abundance of the sun here. You got the 10 of Cups in your external factors area. You know what you want. You know what you're going to get. You know what that's going to lead to. You're amazing. You're good. You have the 10 of Cups, which is your card, by the way. And you see the happy couple. You see the happy family. This is Jupiter in Cancer for you. This is major abundance. This is major abundance in your 5th house of love, true love, family. Okay? This is, speaking of radiant, look at all the cups. That's enlightenment. This is long lasting, building something long lasting. This is also like you made it. All right? So there is a sense of, yeah, everything that it's almost like there's a disconnect with how you feel and what you're dreaming about. Neptune moving into your sign is going to change everything for you too. You're good. That's a happy ending. You got the Justice card. Yeah. Seek it. You want it. Receive it. Have justice for yourself. Juno is very active. Okay. This is a new moon in Libra. All right. Libra. Justice is attributed to Libra. Okay. So remember, actions have consequences. Yeah, this card is highly associated with karma because Saturn happens to be exalted in Libra. That's a whole other story, but inaction have consequences too. You've got to take that action. And you're going to get, and a lot of y'all actually want to get married. You want to seal the deal with there's contracts involved. Let me just see something. What's going on here? Oh my gosh, yeah. There's likely in the next 2 weeks something that has to do with the court, something that has to do with like legal matters, and not in a bad way. It's like marriage certificate or things like that, right? There may be something here. You may be signing like official stuff, and then what is happening? You got the Wheel of Fortune in your final outcome. Like you are good. AF. Okay? Amazing. You can see this clearly. There's some fated new path opening up for you. And a lot of y'all, it's almost like it didn't even matter which direction it goes. It's just like there's this abundance of luck that's picking you up and saying, whoosh, we're putting you on this new path where it's a whole new world for you. It's a 10. The Wheel of Fortune. When 0 equals 1, that's new beginning, right? There's so much happening for you here. There's all this newness, but you got to apply it. It really is, to be honest, when I see what's happening for you. And it's reflected here too, right? It's that self-belief, it's that confidence, and it's that frequency. This is pessimistic thinking, all right? So it's changing your mindset, and that's just going to start happening. You're going to have these little cracks as soon as, we have that new moon in Libra. These little cracks, we're going to start seeing things, and a lot of it's like life purpose as well. But this is the Wheel of Fortune. This is, again, just some fated opportunities that are happening. The North Node is in your sign. This is the 2 weeks where you really see that. So you're good. Pisces, I'm very excited for you. I didn't even, oh my gosh. Okay. Next week, yeah, we'll talk about November. There's stuff happening. You got, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week. This is already an hour. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what is going on. Pisces, look. What? Look at what you're coming out of. But you've got to remember, it's you that has to come out, right? You got to take that. Anyway. And then, yeah, tier 3 members, we're going to talk about a lot of the other things that are happening, but also, the other half of your forecast, by the way, which is the, planetoids, asteroids, etc. Lunations, but also we're going to do a spread just on this new moon. I want to isolate it. I want to see what's happening. It's in your 8th house. That's a big deal. Pisces, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.